Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today another exciting day where we actually get to work on something. So as you guys saw, Michael picked this thing up I think in Alabama. He got this thing back and now it is time to start working on it. As you know, first we got the front glass already ordered, as all the glass said it's here, but we're not ready for it. So we got a little bit of fiberglass work to do, which is here, you know, a little bit right there, a little bit right here, and whatever's going on over there. So let's go ahead and take this thing apart, all this beautiful work Michael did, and find the real damage and start fiberglassing. All right, so there we have it. We undid everything Michael did. Probably took him forever to put that up, but we undid everything. Let's look at the damages. So we know we had fiberglass damage right there, but looking at the structure right here, so it broke right here, it cracked right there, and it cracked all the way up here. So, and then had a crack all the way going to the roof. So next thing we'll do is maybe take all this window glue off. We're gonna put some slices in it so it's actually gonna sit correctly, and then brace it up, and then we'll start grinding. Start grinding this thing away and maybe put some fiberglass on it. So honestly, it's not too bad, but it definitely needs work. So let's get to it. All right, so we got the lift out and we patched it up. Ready to throw some fiberglass on there, and then we'll shape a little bit more, and then we'll throw more fiberglass on there, but it's looking pretty good. I got the fiberglass and little sheets in right here. Let's mix it up and apply it. All right, so just like that, we got the fiberglass put on. We sanded it down. We're ready for some body filler. It's gonna go a nice little thin coat. And then while that's drying, we're gonna keep working on this fiberglass. So keep sanding this, keep putting it together. Still gotta definitely put more fiberglass in here. You gotta straighten all this up, but it's getting there. Let's go.
All right, guys, so Ivan's gonna go at that fiberglass work. Pretty sweet. He's definitely gonna take care of that. He's kind of like a magician, you know. He knows what he's doing with the fiberglass. And I brought it over here. I feel like I did my job, you know. Now I get to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. But unfortunately, there's not much to sit back and relax on. These RVs, they come with beds that feel like cardboard or no mattresses at all. So first thing we're gonna do, upgrading this guy, is the mattress. Today's video sponsor, Brooklyn Bedding. Brooklyn Bedding has been assembling top-tier mattresses since 1995. Started by a guy with a dream and a whole lot of hustle in Arizona. Today, every mattress is designed and assembled in their Arizona factory and shipped for free right to your front door. When you buy Brooklyn Bedding, you're getting premium quality without the crazy markup. Just factory direct comfort what delivers you your best sleep ever. All of the Brooklyn Bedding mattresses come with a 120-night sleep trial, along with a limited lifetime warranty. Huge selection from Dream Foam Essentials, all the way to Aurora Lux Cooling. I personally went with a premium Aurora Lux Cooling mattress to get that nice, cool sleep, also more of a firm feel. Oh. Honestly, guys, so nice. I definitely love my Brooklyn Bedding mattress. Looking forward to going on the trips and stuff. So make sure to check out brooklynbedding.com or scan the QR code to get yourself a 30% off with Nico Bros. And let them know I sent you on their post-purchase survey. But all right, guys, let's go check out Ivan's progress and get this fiberglass thing and windshield installed.
All right, got a little late on us. It's very dark, but I'm ready to throw some primer on this thing. I also had a little scratch over there, so I had to fix that. And the bottom, might as well fix all the little damages, but it's looking really good. And this machine's doing really nice. It makes it much easier going up and down. But let's go ahead and mix up the primer. Nice 2-3 coats, and then tomorrow we can paint this thing. Hopefully it doesn't rain, but let's get going. All right, so there we have it. We got her all primered up. It's looking good. So let it dry and I'll catch you guys in the morning. All right, so there we have it. I sanded it down, scuffed it, washed it, and we're gonna get a little windstorm. So we're gonna try to put this thing inside the shop. If it fits inside the shop, then we'll paint it in there. If not, we gotta put it in there. But we got another RV in there, and that's gonna take a lot to move it. So let's go ahead and try to drive this thing inside. All right, guys, so it's all taped up. It's looking really good. And we're gonna do a blend on the bottom, so it's not gonna be too bad. And the side, we got a little bit of room, but we're gonna make this thing happen. So we do have rain coming tomorrow, so let's knock this thing out. Before we do anything, we're gonna clean everything with the glass cleaner, paper towel, and then we're gonna try the heavy chip guard for this stuff right here to give us some texture to maybe kind of match it, because there's no way I'm gonna spray undercoat and then let it dry and things like that. So let's go ahead and wipe this thing down and try that stuff. All right, and just like that, we are done. This thing came out really nice. Look at that. We'll see in the sunlight how it looks. The texture didn't turn out as perfect as I wanted, but I'm happy with the rest of it. So hopefully tomorrow they can install the glass because it's gonna rain and we can leave this thing outside. And then Michael's gonna have fun cleaning everything I made mess up. But pretty sweet. Alright guys, so it rained pretty good yesterday. Look at all this rain. But now we got this thing outside. And check that out, it looks really good. And the blend on this side with the stripes. I'm saying looking pretty good. We still gotta untape that and some other little stuff, but honestly not bad. I just get the window installed and then clean up interior, do a couple more things, and this thing will be ready. All right, guys, Ivan did a great job with the fiberglass and paint. That's looking fantastic. Definitely needed a windshield, but before we drive it over to Ed's Auto Glass, we need to put the mirror back. He actually had to take off both sides just to get inside the shop. I went ahead and already mounted this one back on there. Pretty simple, 4 bolts, 2 connectors, nothing too bad. So go ahead and get this one mounted, finish taking off the extra tape, and get this thing over to Ed's Auto Glass to get that front windshield installed. All right, guys, clear view. Let's give it a ride, huh? The Fleetwood Southwind is one of the oldest motorhome models ever. So back in 1978, they started producing this style. That's crazy. It's almost 50 years old, which in the RV world is saying a lot. They definitely go through so many different types and shapes and models and makes and different variations. So that's pretty crazy. The Southwind is actually one of the longest running motorhome models ever built. For decades, the Southwind was considered one of their flagship gas Class A motorhomes. Back in 2008, Southwind was considered a step above entry-level motorhomes, solid wood cabinets, residential refrigerator options, large slide-outs, full bathrooms, big generator systems. It's got the legendary Ford Triton V10 engine. Some of them are known to go 200, even 300,000 miles with the regular maintenance and storage. It's definitely nice having that split glass, 2 glass panel style, replacing the cost from somewhere from $2,000 to $3,000. This one's only $1,700 because you got half off. It's nice having the giant fiberglass roof, solid piece, which definitely helps with leaks. It's pretty awesome. They actually kept their value, so a clean Fleetwood Southwind are usually in the area between $35,000 to $60,000, depending on the condition and layout. This floor plan is a 32V, which is one of the more desirable layouts in the Southwind Fleetwood era. It's a 32-foot Class A with 2 slide outs. Pretty efficient layout. And this is why it's very popular for couples or small families. Sleeps 4 to 6 people, large living room slide out, rear bedroom. Very nice, very livable. Not too big, but not too small. I would say the medium, just right. So this Fleetwood is definitely one of a kind, especially having the Canadian specs on it. So it's pretty cool reading you guys' comments that it doesn't actually have 70,000 miles,
but that's 70,000 kilometers, converting closer to 40,000 miles, which I think is pretty nice. We definitely saved a little bit there. And it's so weird with the miles though. The speedometer definitely throws me off every time. All right guys, got a message from Ed's Auto Glass. They said the RV is ready for pickup. Man, it's crazy. Less than 24-hour turnaround. We dropped it off yesterday and boom, he said they're done. So let's go check it out and hopefully drive back without safety glasses this time. Let's go get it. All right, guys, back at the shop. She did good. Gotta put that cabinet back. You just took it off to get the color matched. But there's roughly it. I mean, we still need to clean it up. The little band-aids are on there for now. Just let it cure properly. But man, beautiful. Still need a little bit of trim work over there. We'll figure it out. But overall, looking great. Very nice. Honestly, can't wait to take it on a road trip. And just relax, enjoy all the fruits of our labor. Again, just want to give a shout out to today's video sponsor, Brooklyn Bedding. Make sure you guys check it out. We'll leave the links down below. But unfortunately, that's all time for this episode, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for sticking through it. We got this one done, and we'll catch you next time.